Hi guys, what's up? It's Alex here. We are back with Road to League 1 here on F1 2015. It's been about a month, but yeah, we're back with the next episode. So we start off this episode on 194 points. So we're trying to get to 500 points to complete this series. So still quite a long way to go here. And this first of 4 races in this episode is at Spa. So we're heading down to Eau Rouge here. You can see we're in 6th position, side by side with Bogey 1996, and I think there's someone else on our inside there. Oh, there's a slight bit of contact with the McLaren driver there as we go to the top of Eau Rouge. Oh no, what's this? Oh, what? Someone is. I don't know how they managed to do that, but someone's crashed into the back of us at quite high speed there and spun us around, and we're down to 13th position. I don't know what happened there, but we're now looking to the inside of this Lotus here, and what's he doing? He's like stopped on the racing line. Oh, he's just like jammed on the brakes as soon as he saw I was behind him. That was a bit frustrating. Then we finally get past him here towards the bus stop towards the end of the lap there. That's a bit frustrating. We lost all that time. I'm not sure if he tried to take me out there, but that proximity arrow definitely looked like it was going towards me. But anyway, second lap of 5 now. We can see we're closing down. There was a Mercedes off with lost front wing there in the grass. So that puts us into the top 10. Overtaking someone else who's in the pits then puts us into 9th place. Then Bogey 1996 is right in front of us here. We're going to look to the inside here. It's a bit of an optimistic move. There's a bit of contact there. I don't think he really expected me to go for that. But anyway, we're up into 8th position here. Now towards the end of the lap, through the bus stop here, there's cars all over the place. There's a car going in the pit stops here. And nah, that's definitely not a corner cut, is it? Definitely not a corner cut. You can see that proximity arrow. And look at this. He's got a really good run down the straight. And he's looking to the outside here. Round the outside possibly. Oh, we got invisible. We got invisible. Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. I went invisible, but still he went wider off the track here. But we're side by side with Bogey 1966 up to Eau Rouge. And we've gone ahead. Not too sure whether he backed out of that there. But look at this. I don't understand this whatsoever. Has he got grip packs or something? Because he just literally drove around the outside of me there like I wasn't there. I literally don't know what happened there. I look at that so many times and I wasn't sure what happened. But I was determined to try and go for a move back here. I know watching this back, this is a bit cringy and a bit stupid, but I thought we might as well go for it if he backs out. But I got what I deserved there. I think I was just a bit frustrated that he just got past me so easily. But yeah, that was not a highlight. And to compound the misery, a 2-second penalty. But I think we're just further enough ahead to not lose any positions because of that. So that 6th position there gives us 8 points, and that puts us onto 202 points going to the second race of the episode here in Russia. And the lights are out. Looks like a jump start there from the front 2 cars. They're so far ahead. That Manor must have had a jump start as well, or maybe I'm laggy. I'm not 100% sure here. But anyway, running down to the first corner here in Russia. 4th position's where we're at here. Trying to defend the inside line here, making sure we keep our position here. But look, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. How have they still not fixed this in this game? We've had this game like I don't know, 9 or 10 months now, and people can still dive down the inside of you. I thought the whole point of the going invisible system was to avoid stuff like that, but still, it's broken. Another thing is broken in this game. What a surprise. Anyway, 9th position as 8th position as 2 cars have spun around there. Look like separate incidents, and a Lotus has spun around in the middle of the track there as well. So that puts us up into 7th position here. But with a few corners to go, there's a big squabble on ahead of us here. This is all for the lead of the race here. You know, the few cars in front of us here, that goes up to 1st position. But now we've got slipstreaming time here. We've got Amanda just in front of us there, and that's that McLaren, I think it is here. We're going to go for a move on 2 cars here, and maybe on John Johnson as well down this main straight. This will be an incredible few overtakes here from 7th to 4th. There's side-by-side contact there as we try to go side-by-side through the corner. I think John Johnson maybe sort of swung into that corner a bit too much, and well, unfortunately for us, it put us sideways. But anyway, we're down the inside now to go up to 4th position. An optimistic move. We somehow missed the barriers. We don't get a penalty for it, but in honesty, looking back at that, that's probably worthy of a penalty. But now John Johnson, the person that we had a bit of contact with, goes side by side into turn 1 a few laps ago. We go side by side with him once again. He's gone wide into the corner. A great move there from Dazza White. I think that's his name, Dazza Whale. I can't even see from this little screen here, but we'll just call him Dazza. He's gone up into third position here with a great double overtake on one corner, but we have got the DRS here with a few laps to go here. Can we get the overtake done once again into this part of the track? That would be pretty awesome. If we can go down the inside here, we can look to the inside with the DRS. We're looking to the inside, hopping over the curb on the inside. A lot of people think I do that to cut the corner when I'm battling with someone. I try and actually do it to avoid the contact. So, you know, I don't always go for the corner gun. I mean, sometimes I do, but sometimes I don't. It's just, you know, trying to avoid the collision and, you know, spinning out of the race, because that happens so much in this game. But anyway, last couple of corners here in Russia. The front two have pulled away a little bit here, and that is definitely a corner cut. I'm not denying that. That's a corner cut and a half. Some decent racing lines there. Anyway, going down to the first corner here, right up in the slipstream. DRS will be activated right now. And we haven't quite got enough speed, have we? We're side by side into turn one. We're going to brake a little bit later here on Dazza down the inside and moved up into third position. A nice move up into third position here, but we make a slight mistake here, running a little bit wide. Now side by side with Dazza once again. I wanted to make sure that we had nice clean racing here, so I gave him the room here and gave him the position intentionally there by just giving him room. I could have attacked that a little bit more, I suppose, but anyway, penultimate corner, looking to the inside. Once again, he's doing a good job of having a good race here. This guy is becoming a lot of fun to race against here, because he's actually just driving nice and clean. He's not sort of driving you off the road. So this is great to race against here. It's actually making the game a lot more enjoyable when you find people like this in the lobby who actually try and have a nice clean race. Anyway, they're heading down to turn number one here. The guy behind me, or the two guys behind me, will be having the DRS as well. But we're on the last lap of the race here. We're going to have to be looking for a quick move to try and make up a few positions here. But we're right up behind Dazza here, trying to get this third position that would really help us out in our fight for 500 points in this series here, or this league here. So he's run really wide here. He's going to come back onto the track here. He's trying to come back to the racing line, and I think he's done so. Oh, there's a bit of contact there. I didn't expect him to brake so early, so I lift off a little bit here to give him the position here. But now that puts me under a lot of pressure from the car behind here. So what's he going for? He's gone for a move down the inside. That's a bit optimistic. And what's he doing? He's weaving all over the place. And now going down to the DRS overtaking point that I like to go for down the inside here. We move up into fourth position. There's contact. I've lost my front wing. I've done that move twice so far in this episode, and it worked both times, and I guess I just tried it one too many times. It was always an optimistic move, and unfortunately the last time I made a mistake, and that only gave me 8th place and 4 points to go with it. So that puts us on to 206 points as we head into this race in Malaysia. The lights are out and away we go. We get a great start here, moving up to second position right away, heading down to turn number one here. We're looking to the outside. We've gone into the first position here. We're going to go a bit wider here to try and avoid any sort of collision. There's cars crashing into each other behind. We've got the first position. That looks all good. There's cars squabbling them. There's a McLaren right behind us here. He's looking to the inside. I don't think he's got quite a good enough run there. And that gives us a nice bit of a gap now, heading to another overtaking opportunities. He can look to the inside. I think he was just trying to force away and move down the inside, but that didn't really work out for him. But I've got to say, guys, this actually turned into one of my best races on PS4 ever. I just maintained the consistency, and I really enjoyed racing or driving around this track. I mean, first few corners was a little bit hectic, but I've got to say, after that, it's been a lot of fun just driving around and not having the worry or the pressure of someone right up behind you. I mean, obviously, it's nice to have a battle from time to time on this game, but sometimes you just want to have a nice, clean race, and that's what this turned out to be. So, we've got one corner to go, the hairpin at the end of this lap. Can we wrap up another victory in this series? That would be absolutely fantastic. My aim is to get more victories than episodes, so that should be interesting to see whether we can complete that. All the statistics are at the end of this video. As we cross the line, we go onto the podium. Sebastian Vettel wins the Malaysian Grand Prix. Decent stuff. So that's a nice 25 points to add to the bag. So we went from 206 points up to 231. Can we get to the magical 250, which would be the halfway point of League number 1? Let's see if we can do that. We're going to have one more race after this one here, but celebrating on the podium here in Malaysia I've got to say, that's nice to see. I mean, it's been a tough few episodes here. We haven't got many great results. And it's about time we finally got another victory under our belt. There we are. You can see we had a nice gap to the cars behind. Quite a good fastest lap as well. We ended up 7.3 seconds behind after we did a 2-second penalty, it looks like there. So that's great. Let's move on to the next episode. Sorry, not the next episode, the next race, which is in Spain. So this is the last part of this episode here. We're in a race in Spain here. You can see this is a really good starting position really for me, I'd say, because it's near the back. It means that we can sort of stay out of any trouble, which is what I like to do in these episodes here, to try and either start at the front or near the back to just stay out of trouble. But look at this Red Bull car. He's like, I don't know whether he's using a keyboard or something, but that does not look good. But then we go for a little spin there as he shuts the door on us. I mean, I don't know, is it probably just a racing accident really? He wasn't sure what I was doing, but then we come up behind him once again. He's driving really slowly, but what is this Mercedes driver doing? He's just like trying to push me into a slide. He eventually succeeds. I spin around, lose my front wing. At that point, I'm like, CBA cannot be bothered to go and do 4 laps, or the remaining 4 laps, without a front wing. I wouldn't have got any points, so I try to not normally rage quit, but that was just an instance where it got to me, that the annoying races had got to me, and finally I had to quit. So there we are. We started at 194 points, picked up 37 on those 4 races, ended on 231. 500 points are needed to complete the series. 1 win in that episode makes it up to 17, so we're still ahead on race wins to episodes. So we've got 17 wins in 15 episodes, which is all great. Thank you for watching this episode. It's been Alex, and I'm out of here. Goodbye.